Hey everybody, this is SWChris. I play games that one-up life. Welcome back to Building Zelda. This is the Building Zelda for January 14th, 2016. And today we worked exclusively on this tower, and I am so much happier with it this week than I am with last week. Let's start at the top and just work our way down, shall we? At the top, we have this small little row of windows. It looks a little derpy up here, but from far away, the staircase underneath them just picks them out just perfectly. And since people are not going to be seeing them from that angle, but more kind of like this, it works, I think. Moving on down, we went ahead and we added a row of windows down through here. And let's see, right here, we had to do some additional battle damage. So when it comes to this room on the interior, you guys, if I do not fix the interior of this and add these windows to the interior next week, you have my permission to tell me in the comments and say, hey, you need to get those windows in the interior done. And then I will go do them the next week. Finally, we switched this window design around. The wood was just not working. The design evolved on the other windows to just basically use stone, and then that's it. So we made these use stone, and it's a simpler design, but I have to say it fits in a whole lot better. You just look at that. I mean, it's just pretty cool. And then finally down here, the coup de grace. We have added an entrance to the tower. Now this is the one that's similar in some ways to A Link Between Worlds. So we've got these pillars here. It was kind of interesting trying to find the placement. They either were too far into the wall on this side or too far into the wall on this side. And then I finally found one placement where it seemed to work okay. Then we brought out a kind of a copy of this and we put it up there. And now, if you come over here and you look at this, there's two Triforces. Not really a fan of that. So I think what I'm going to do next week is take the Triforce off of this one and just add some sort of brick stair pattern to it. Kind of like what I did down here. And then, of course, the interior here, we're going to change this around a bit. And of course, do the actual interior of the tower version to match. And we also give the interior and exterior, perhaps. And let's see, what else do we need to talk about today? Well, I think what we need to talk about is what's coming up next. So next is some of the interior work, like I said, to try to make the interior match the exterior a little better. We are not going to change the interior of these windowsills from wood to stone, because if you look through here just barely, you can kind of see wood outlining that. So that's kind of what we're going to do. Instead, I think what we're going to do is probably line the interior versions of these windows, line the outside of them with stone, and just try to sell it a little bit that way. We'll see how it goes. I might just leave off that detail. Most people won't ever notice. And of course, we will have to add these windows to our interior model as well of the tower. Here, we will also have to construct a basic interior of this. We're not going to go detailed. In fact, it's basically just going to separate the floors and to give it a little bit of geometry in this area here, because from the ground you can definitely see things in here, right? You can kind of see that. Back here, it's still kind of the case. So if you're standing on here and you're looking up, you can see up there. So we're going to have to make an interior so that you can't kind of screw things up and just say, oh, there's nothing in there. You want it to be believable, right? So we're going to build a basic interior as well. Down here, we are also going to perhaps add a few basic windows or something. I'm not exactly sure what. I think we might go ahead and take these sort of long, tall ones and make similar ones down here. And then probably do some interior versions on the interior version of the castle as well for the floors down below. We'll just have them covered in drapes so that it's all dark out. And, you know, that's how we'll get around that. Because if you come over here, wait, where am I? This way, yes. If you come over here, let me show you. All the way over here, there are two blacked out rooms below these windowed rooms here, right? So if we do game rule 3 and we go through, Game mode 3, sorry. And we come through, there's no windows here, right? So I think what we might do is we might add some basic carpeted, maybe some windows and have curtains over them. So you just can't actually, see through them. So we might just replace some of these banners with curtains. We actually won't have to add the windows, just do the curtains. And that might work. That might sell it, right? If you're paying attention to the visual continuity outside the tower and inside the tower. So that's the idea, and that's the plan for the next stream. As well, we're probably going to minimize this number of windows here. I like the design, but it's starting to look like a portico, and that makes the support for the rest of the tower above look a little spindly. It looks like it's resting on like these little tiny thin block things here. So we're going to probably redo these windows as well, make them a little thinner. And so that's the plan coming up. And then if there's time after the stream, which there probably won't be, we'll do the interior of this little hideaway into the castle, this little route. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And I guess that's going to be it for tonight. So thank you guys so much for watching this Building Zelda side quest update. We'll see you next time for another one. If you want to catch the live stream, they are at Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. And that's Pacific time. If you don't know what that is in your time zone, go to worldtimebuddy.com and that'll tell you how to join the live stream at the correct time. Anyway, my name is SWChris. Auf Wiedersehen. Arrivederci, hasta la vista. Bye-bye.